Hey everybody, welcome back to A Comic Book Look 2.0. Is it not 2.0? It's 3.0 now. We're on number 3 now, everybody. And you know what? We got some big stuff headed for us now. We got fantastic books, but besides the books, we have fantastic people. I'm here with Tom Devine, and he's got the stack of ages over there.
I do, Sam. And it's going to be a good day, hanging in person, not on stream, doing it old school, talking about comic books, comic book culture. That's what a comic book look's all about. And so sometimes you got to get together with your boys and hang out. So first of all, I'm going to shed one tear. Boom, that's for John. Boom, second tear. Ooh, that's for Mark. And then all the rest of you oldies, Ken, Skylar, the rest, Sarge.
Tears.
You actually don't even get a tear from me.
Oh.
Okay.
You get tears from me.
You're lucky. Pity. Those are pity tears.
Your weekly TV show on comic book culture.
But we're talking comic books
Absolutely.
today, Sam.
The best things.
Have you been reading lately?
Oh, I read it. I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I am like I would be hurt if I was not consistent.
100%. Me too, honestly. Lately, I've been super consistent, being able to read a whole bunch of cool comics. One of the coolest things that everybody knows is I love Santos Sisters. And Santos Sisters 8 came out recently. So I got Santos Sisters number 8, and of course, it's a banger, like always. Hijinks, it's always just super fun. The vibes are perfect. And it's like, old school Archie superheroes, but with a touch of something naughty and completely new age and hip in a really cool way. So, love Santos Sisters. Super excited to come out. They had a variant cover.
That's really neat.
So, I'm not a variant cover guy. I roast John.
For getting
variant
covers.
Yeah, exactly. For getting covers. And John, I love you.
You're our number one.
But see, I think your influence is overtaking me, John, because I bought a variant cover because it's tie dye. I'm a hippie, free spirited kind of guy, Sam. So got this,
and it's like independent stuff, and it's not like you're getting like 13 of a company that's making millions off these things. You're supporting somebody who's like going out of their way making art, and then we could probably just go meet these people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Greg and Fake. I can't wait to meet them. And then they have the first 7 issues all together. Maybe it's 7, maybe it's 5. I don't know. But they have this sweet hardcover that I picked up right before I left for vacation, so a couple weeks ago. But I haven't been able to crack into it, so I'm cracking into it right now for the first time.
I bet that smells great.
Oh yeah, you can't smell right now.
No, I can't smell at all in general.
Oh, that's right. I can't because I farted earlier and he couldn't. That's how I learned. That's why he didn't buy the fart issue of Harley Quinn today.
It would do me no good.
But yeah, I love Santos Sisters, so it's really cool that there's all the Santos Sisters coming out. And then at the beginning of this one, Santos Sisters are doing a tour. So I think soon they're going to be in Emerald City Comic Con, Fantagraphics, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Oakland, and they got all the dates and stuff. And I think, within a couple of years, Bamboo Panel Studios will probably be doing that same thing, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. We're gonna be crushing it. We're gonna be crossing over with the Santos Sisters.
That's how I'm
gonna manifest it.
That's right. You heard it here first. Bamboo Panel Studios will be crossing over with Santos Sisters sometime in the near future, let's say.
Yeah. Put a date on it. In 2 years.
Yeah.
That would be
awesome.
Tell you what, if that got clipped and that happened, I was like, fortune teller. Here we are.
Nostradamus. Sam the Nostradamus,
Absolutely.
man.
But yeah, Santos Sisters, it's fantastic stuff. It's very funny to me. Like the small amount I have read, which I need to get more into it, frankly. So it's very fun. The art is very if you love Archie but also love it to be a little more fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's sex and there's drugs and there's villains and there's boyfriends and there's drama along with the fun Archie art. So yeah, it's cool.
I did the veiled version. Tom did the no. This is what it is.
I come straight out and say it, right? Yeah, but Sam, what have you been reading?
I have been reading a few things, but I want to start with something else first.
Oh, Sam's switching gears.
Absolutely.
Why not? I'd love to hear
I had to get something from a very prominent creator, a very specific person, and that is Sport number 5.
Oh damn, Sam! I would have just gave you a copy. You probably got one right here.
No, man, I gotta support, and I gotta put it out there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, like this right here is made by our Tom here, and I haven't read this one yet because I literally just bought it, but I imagine it's fantastic, like his previous ones have always been.
Thanks, brother.
And I think I think I mentioned thinking about it. The last time we did this, we were showcasing 4.
Yeah, there you go,
Yeah.
man. So it all comes around. Well, thank you, Sam, very much for picking up
absolutely,
Sport
man.
5. I do appreciate it.
Can you give the people a little bit of like what this might be?
Yeah, I can barely remember it now, but I think it's really revolving around this future of Spork world and how SIG culture is taking over and how the SBI, the Spork Bureau of Investigations, has been, mind melding people throughout centuries to, fill up their coffers. And that mixed in with like some self-bio stuff on going on vacations and funny drawings.
Heck yeah. So do you think you kind of like got it like down pat now, like how you make these?
Oh yeah, I definitely do, but I've had like carpal tunnel lately, so recently I can now make a fist, but for the last 2 months I haven't even been able to make a fist, so I haven't been able to play video games and haven't been able to draw.
Oh no.
So it's been terrible, but now it's coming back. So
that's good. But I had to shout that out. Had to go. If you're able to go purchase this, you better go do it. Tom makes fantastic stuff. His art is amazing.
Thank you very much,
Absolutely.
Sam. That's pretty sweet.
So, but my next book though, probably the one I'm the most excited for, which is funny because like a really big book did drop recently, but this is my biggest one, which is Absolute Martian Manhunter, and if they just made like a new Martian Manhunter book, I'd probably be like, that's cool. Maybe I'd pick that up and trade.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
Yeah.
Has great abilities. He's always clutch. When he's with Justice League, he does things that, others can't. Just as long as you don't have to have any fire, he's like invulnerable. So it's just, he's a great guy to have on the team.
And I think, I just think he's like underused as a character, frankly. And I think he could be so much more. And so whenever he does get a book, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And when they just came out and said, this is the cover though, this went like,
sick, dude.
This is going to be trippy.
Oh, that cover is so good. I mean, it is so badass.
There were some clean variants, but I'm like, no, we got to go with the A cover here.
Yeah.
Because it just looks so cool. I have no idea what's going to happen in this book. None at all.
Yeah.
But I can't wait just to dig into it because
yeah, man.
I can't believe they're just doing a Martian Manhunter. Like, they're like, okay, so we got our main 3 for this burgeoning universe, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll do Flash next.
Yeah,
what
else?
Okay.
What else?
What person are we going to pull out of nowhere? Martian Manhunter?
Oh!
No, that's not my first choice. Like, I was like, you don't want to do maybe like
100 others. Yeah,
Zatanna,
exactly. But that's fine because let's elevate Martian Manhunter because he is such an awesome character. And giving him covers like that is going to get a bunch of people to pick it up. So, I mean, super dope. I'm glad you're cracking into it.
Oh, yeah, I just love the Absolute Universe. So this, I can't wait to dive into
Yeah,
this
totally. I mean, I want to see this art inside. Honestly, the color palette works pretty damn well inside, too.
By the way, are you going to be reading Flash? It's written by Jeff Lemire.
Oh, I probably should. I hadn't planned on it, but
I
didn't
showed
know
that
he
to John,
was.
and then I was like, Jeff Lemire's writing it.
Damn, I should actually pick this up. God, that art is insane.
I know, right? But yeah, that's my first choice. I'm loving the Absolute Universe.
Definitely.
It's just like slowly like becoming my like favorite like thing that DC's been doing lately.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So I think next, Sam, we got to talk about a pretty big deal that's happening in comics, and everybody's going to be talking about it online. And Hush 1 was so big, so now we got
Hush 2.
So your first thoughts? Why Hush 2? Do we need it?
Why not? Frankly, why not?
I agree. First of all, Hush is so good.
I like. Can I be like? Actually, this is not Hush 2 yet. Can I be that guy for 1 second?
Please do.
Okay, so if you guys remember in Detective Comics, like in the 900s, like 950, 960s era,
okay,
Hush does show up.
Sure.
He does, like, he's in that book. And he's like a villain for like 2 issues, then he's gone again.
Gotcha.
So technically, if you want to be right, this is Hush 3. But we're not going to do that because that wasn't like a whole event based around him. He wasn't even the main villain. So I just think it's like everybody's like, wow, he's finally back. It's like he's been around.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably not the only one, because I think I've read something where Hush had shown up in some way. I didn't know, maybe it was an alternate thing or something, but who cares? Because this is official Hush 2.
This is like to the event Hush. This
Yes.
is the sequel to it, and it's got a stacked lineup. Jim Lee's coming back for art. That's what I'm most excited about.
Yes.
Frankly, Jim Lee's coming back for art. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. We have the founder of Image Comics who cut his teeth on X-Men, but everybody loves, and now is an executive at DC, coming in and just doing an absolute bang-up Jim Lee job of things. So it's really fun to look at. I can't wait to crack into this thing as well. So, and look, Hush is such a big deal, historically for comics, so you have to kind of check it out, right? You have to at least see what's going to happen. Even if you don't pick up Batman, this is a great time to just hop on. It's not like Jeff Loeb, we know for a fact, isn't even reading what else is going on in Batman.
He's like, oh, hang on, I got to put the Zur-En-Arrh stuff in there. It's like, no, he didn't care one bit about that.
Exactly, he's Jeff Loeb. So he has, he's coming off of whatever movie and TV shit he's working on to come back and do this because he knows he can get Hush 2. So yeah, super, super hyped for Hush 2. Gonna be a really great time.
And I think I was gonna say something about it. What was it? What was I gonna say about it? I think like what Hush does, at least for me, is I think is cool about it is that I think it was the last event that was like wasn't just its own thing in its own books.
Yeah,
it was in the Batman series of books.
Yeah, it took over.
And it took over and it became a huge event in it. I think that was the last like book that really did that and became like a definitive read.
Sure, and I mean,
so I think it's cool that they're keeping it in the Batman series of books without just keeping like, here's Batman Hush 2.
Totally having it be a separate thing, which you think they totally could have done. Because they will eventually collect this into a really nice hardcover that just says Hush 2. It's not going to say Batman all in 158. You know what I mean? It's going to just say Hush 2, and it's going to sit next to Hush 1 because they sell a shit ton of Hush 1 graphic novels. And DC does that so much better than Marvel. They put together, they set it up so that you can have a good story that goes into a graphic novel and then will resell for years and years and years. And that's why Batman has The Killing Joke and Long Halloween and Hush and all the, Year One, these things that will continue to sell for just years and years and years. And if Hush 1 is selling so well, boom, put Hush 2 right next to it.
Why not? Do it.
Yeah. Good job, DC. Super hyped for that. And yeah, Hush 2. I mean, why not?
How tempted were you to get the oversized edition?
Not tempted at all because I could never find a place to put it.
Yeah.
I got these, even these ones that are like bigger, it's like, it's hard to, where do you put these guys?
Yeah.
It's like I have to keep these on a shelf or something.
That's my problem with the Black Label books. I'm like,
sometimes I have some of those big ones around, but it's like, damn. And all of the ones now from like Distillery and, I got some more in here. There are a lot of those weird size books, including Love and Rockets, which is
next one.
Which is a great segue. This cover.
Keep going, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, you got something big.
No. Go ahead.
I saw it in your head.
It'll segue perfectly.
This cover, I mean, I'm a big Love and Rockets. Everybody knows I'm from 80s forever. I mean, I have it all behind us and stuff. But this is Gilbert and Jaime's mom's drawing from the late 1940s. Really? Wow. She really loved superheroes, and they dedicated this comic to her. And so, Aurora Hernandez, thank you so much for giving us, legendary indie comic all-stars, the Hernandez brothers. And Love and Rockets rules. This rules. Super cool to have this, dedicated to their mom. And then their mom definitely liked comics. I mean, look at this.
Really well done.
Right?
That's
for
that's
sure.
Just straight up Superman.
I was gonna say this is Superman. This is Doc Savage. This is something like that, right?
The same way. I was literally thinking Doc Savage.
Yeah, because it looks like something like that. Alan Quarterman. That kind of shit. So, super cool though, right?
Yeah.
And so shout out Love and Rockets.
The reason why I had a big mind, boom there was, I read this book recently. I had this graphic novel that I thought was so amazing. It was called Mr. X. Have you heard of this?
Graphic novel Mr. X.
Mr. X. It's by like Dean Motter.
Then no.
Okay, so it's a really cool story. It's about this it's about this guy who comes back to a city. He's trying to fix it. Well, that's the easily biggest quick cliff notes about it. But
Sure.
it's a really interesting story. It's very like neo Art Deco-y.
Oh, cool.
And the first 4 issues of it are drawn by those guys.
Oh, really?
And that is definitively the best part of that story. Because
Yes.
the art is just, it elevates it to like the highest degree, and everybody else does a fantastic job in that. It's just that one, it's concise, it hits the theme so well, and so I was so sad when after the 4th issue, I was like, oh.
Yeah, they do such a good job with that. Like, I mean, they're so stylized. It's very, very simple, thin lines, but they're so recognizable. It's like what every indie artist strives to be. Have your own style that anybody can recognize from a million miles away. But make it seem like it's effortless.
Absolutely. So I was like, it's those guys.
Yeah.
So like maybe I need to start reading some more Love and Rockets then, because if I love that art so much.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's great. Maybe, and usually it's they write different stories in the same book, and so yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Usually it's about drama, and then another one's a little more like fantasy sci-fi. So what else you got, Sam?
What else do I got? I think it's never a better time to be a Green Lantern fan, guys.
Ooh.
Here's why I can tell you this. This right here is the newest Green Lantern book. This is Green Lantern. There's also Green Lantern Corps again. And I've been reading Green Lantern nonstop since Rebirth. I have not stopped. And I have fell in love with how Wood John's put forward and everything. And so I started picking up and reading it. And for a while there, we were kind of in this weird little slump where it was like, what do we do with the lanterns? Do we really need to put out a Green Lantern book? Oh my God. And the stories weren't just super great, and if it wasn't about Hal Jordan or John Stewart, they seemed like they didn't care.
Yeah.
And so Jeremy Adams comes in and says, no, all those characters are cool, and all these things that John's brought in and that have kind of been forgotten about and neglected, they're back. Atrocitus, he's back. They're bringing back the color spectrums again.
Ooh.
It's not like Sinestro's wearing a green ring again. And it's a really cool spot to be in, and they're introducing new lanterns again. There's a Sorrow lantern.
Love it, man. That's really cool.
It's why is that? We had Avarice before we had Sad.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's just a fun time to be a Green Lantern fan again.
Yeah,
because
DC's hopping right now. I mean, this is great art too. Huh. Holy shit.
It's
really
pretty
good.
clean, yeah. And just Jeremy Adams, how he writes it is he remembers things like that, all the little nerds would like to. It's just hey, do you remember that John Stewart and Shira had a thing? Well, I do too. Here it
is.
Let's
check it out.
Do you remember that Hal Jordan doesn't drink anymore? It's he only has soda. It's yeah, okay.
Yeah, man,
that's
this is
in there.
cool.
Razor
really cool.
from the TV show's in it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a Lantern fan, and I think it's great.
Green Lantern 21. Pick it up, folks. I mean, you kidding me? What are you guys waiting for?
Absolutely.
Be like Sam.
You got to stay on it, because then once you get out of the lulls of it, it's even better.
Yeah, exactly, man. I agree. That's the best part of sticking with the series for a long time. Years and years. Us comic fans are good at that.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the lulls, the ups, the downs. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's always your friend and character that you get. So, speaking of something that I don't know what it is kids. That this doesn't look very friendly, kids,
Is
and
it
it's
the
by
movie Kids.
Yeah, probably more close to the movie Kids.
I hope.
And it's by Garth Ennis, so you know it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's that's a guarantee. It's a one shot. It's this weird size again. Ninth Circle. Everybody's trying to do some stupid thing like Ninth Circle. I don't know what that is even, but isn't it are they trying to keep something together? Is this an imprint? Is this a group of comics? For me, just enough of that kind of shit. I don't really care. But Kids seems interesting. When I see one shot, I see Garth Ennis, and then I see that it's called Kids and it's by Garth Ennis. It's gonna be dark.
It's gonna be one where you're reading it, and someone younger than you comes and hey, what are you reading? No, you can't read this.
No, nothing.
Nope.
Yeah,
nope,
this
nothing.
is. It says Kids on it. You know what? Here you go. Here, go. I'll ruin your life for you. But yeah, I had to pick it up. Sam.
Absolutely.
So, there it is.
I'm about to do a reread of Preacher.
Oh, nice.
At least the first volumes I have.
Well, I got the rest right up here, so you can just borrow them anytime, buddy.
Oh yeah, I think I had the first 6, and I have to kind of mentally prepare for that.
Oh yeah,
because it's like it starts off with a bang and just keeps going.
Totally, but at least it's funny.
No, it's a good series.
The best part about Preacher that allows you to hold in with Arseface having the worst life of all time and everything. This is that it's just funny. That, Cassidy and everybody, I just think they're fucking funny as hell. So
I'll tell you where I left off, and I'll gauge your reaction. I left off. Well, I mean, spoilers for a book that came off a long time ago.
25 years ago or something.
Cassidy and Tulip have finally started hooking up.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And
you got a lot to go, though.
And why am I blanking on the main character's name? Cusp?
Yeah, honestly, it's been so long since I read it.
Jesse. I think it's Jesse.
Jesse,
Jesse,
right.
The book ended with Jesse seeing them making out.
Oh, snap!
And that's where it ends for me. So I don't know what happens next. I haven't known for like 2 years.
That's good. Yeah, you'll have to borrow it.
Yeah.
Well, even though Sam can't smell.
Yeah, the farting
I'm going to do this. This is the Fartacular Silent, but with 2 T's, get it? Deadly farting issue of Harley Quinn.
Whose idea was this?
I don't know.
I love it, but whose idea?
This comic reeks. This issue farts. Artificial rub and smell farts. Just in time for April Fools. So, I mean...
yeah. Okay.
My kid loves farts. He thinks that they're so funny. He's 12. So, But Amanda said at Rainbow that it was right in the middle. Right here. And so I'm going to smell it and see if it smells like farts.
There you go.
Do I have to rub it first, you think, Sam?
I have no clue.
Sam gets a luckily, because he
I get to abstain.
Yeah, he doesn't have to deal with this. Here I go. It smells like comic. Let me maybe I don't have the right page.
You have the right page. It has to be that page.
It has to be that page, right?
Well, look at that page.
So maybe I have to rub them more? I don't know. Rub? Honestly, 0 out of 0 because there's 0 beers. It doesn't smell like farts that much. Am I doing something wrong? Please tell me in the comments. What'd you guys do to smell the farts of this comic book? Maybe I'll have to read it and it'll tell me as I go.
Maybe this is just something.
I thought after we put it out of the package it would stink.
Maybe this is just the universe giving you a gift of not having to smell it.
I got the defective one?
Yeah. You got the universe.
I felt like I paid the $89 for this thing. $8 to smell these fucking farts.
That was $8 comic. I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Well,
you know what though? You know what this book's gonna do exactly? It's gonna exactly do what it wanted to. It's gonna piss off the right people. Yeah. It's gonna make the right people laugh.
Yeah, we're laughing.
It's gonna make sell some issues. That's for sure. Because some people are gonna be like, "Wait, Harley Quinn's farting? How atrocious!" And then other people are like, "That's funny." And you know what? It's gonna get attention, and that's exactly what they want out of it.
I love it, dude. I love it.
It's who pitched this? That's what I want to know.
Dude, you know that guy that you were talking about in line? He said that this is already starting to trend up. So he's speculating Hush 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so make sure that issue doesn't get burnt or get bent.
I feel like it would have to, right? It's like everything about it is telling you, like, yes, pick this up. But I feel like this is probably going to calm down.
I told him, I told him it was a flash in the pan, I think. Where it'll maybe go up shortly, but then it'll go back down, and then you'll be able to get them for $5 in no time. I did just get a whiff of fart.
Okay.
I did.
Okay, I just thought of something.
Did you fart?
No. But this is the thing.
Just kidding.
This is the thing though. If you needed like a cover, if you did fart.
Oh, I'm holding this.
It's like, I'm sorry.
Oh, it does smell a little shitty now. But I don't know if it smells like farts as much as it smells like industrial waste. It smells a little bit shitty.
Okay, well, I guess mission accomplished. You have a shitty smelling comic now.
This is perfect, Sam. Oh God.
I can't. You know what? Tell me what you think when you read it too. If the story's any good.
I sure will.
It's kind of like one of those. It's kind of like. Do you remember? Was it the 80s or the 90s that had like Eclipso event?
Yeah, exactly. Late
It
80s.
had that gem in it.
Oh, I don't know if I remember the gem.
And like the first issue had like Calypso's like gem.
Sick, dude.
And like it's
That's 90s.
Apparently it's a pain to store, but it is cool as hell looking. So that would be like I think that's the kind of same thing that's going on here. It's like it's a cool gimmick. Get someone to buy something.
Yep, got me to buy it. You got my $8
There
with
you
your
go.
fartacular. But sweet, Sam. You know what? I don't think we need to let the people, hang on for years and years. This is a great time of catching up.
Yeah,
It was good talking comics.
absolutely, always is.
I mean, it's fun hanging out.
Of course.
Fun, and thanks for watching.
Yep. Everybody. Like the nicest thing about comic books is that it is a wonderful community of people who all read very different things, but all come to the same place.
Exactly. Kids is not for everybody, but maybe Geiger is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, honestly, it is still pretty good, Geiger, luckily. But yeah, Sam, so, thanks for hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
John and Mark, obviously we miss you guys, but, super stoked to still be able to do a show and talk some comics.
Absolutely. And you know what? More to become.
That's right, man. So tune in again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Tom at Tom Stu Divine on Instagram, at SportsZine on Instagram. You can find my man SJ Nichols on TikTok, always telling you about comics.
That's at Noelman12.
Noelman12, thank you so much. Sorry, Sam. And then you can please join our Facebook group or check us out on X or whatever else. So thank you guys so much for watching, and
see you later. And keep it comics.
boom.